Okay, here we go. This is take 2. This is day 22 of Follow a Sketch February. I'm going to show you, I have glued some of this down on the first take, but I will show you what it is. So what I'm doing is this is the sketch. This is the challenge for week 64 if you're participating in week 64. If you have any questions about that, drop me a comment. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. I do a weekly challenge with prizes awarded on Sunday. You must use Closetomyheart paper, and you can follow the sketch or the signed sketch, and then we do a drawing. You have to post the work that you completed. It has to be Closetomyheart paper, and if you are out of state or if you want it mailed, then you do need to cover the postage. So what I've done is I have made this paper, and this is a method that I learned from another Closetomyheart consultant, but I'm going to show you how it's done just so that you will know, and because I can't remember her name. So this is a sample of it. It's a wood grain. So you make your wood grain, and it's very easy to do. I did this one because this wood grain, so the sketch that I'm using today uses the Closetomyheart paper pack called The Good Life. We do still have some of that left if you would like to order that from my website, which is joyfulheart@closetomyheart.com. They had a wood grain, but it had more brown tones to it, and I was wanting to pick up the blue, so I decided I would make my own paper, and this is really a fun way to do it. You can use, if you're a card maker, and this way you'll never run out of wood grain paper, and it's nice. It adds texture. So what I normally do is I usually go, this is linen. It has a light side and a dark side. I have my dark side up because I want my light side to show. I am taking, if you have a bone folder, I couldn't find mine, so I'm using my Cricut scoring tool, and I start at the top and come all the way down, and I do it an inch apart. If you want it to be close, you can do it closer. You can make your own grid. If I wanted to make a grid, I could turn this around and make squares. I did that with using Love Notes paper on a previous video, and that was a lot of fun. So when you use cardstock, I think it just really emphasizes your pictures. So you can see that I have all the bumps. It's raised. I'm going to take my Miss Matte. This is dark. I'm going to show you what a lighter color looks like. So, and there's all kinds of color combinations. You can do tone on tone, where you're, if you're score on the light side, and then use the same color in this technique, and that looks really great too. So you saw what it looks like in the dark. I am going to go ahead and use Mist. So this is a little bit of a lighter color, and I should have, so here I go. I'm starting at the top of my Miss Matte, and this is very similar to the ink pad painting. So I'm just going right over, and see how it just accents those colors, and it reminds me of Knotty Pine. When growing up, the room when I lived in Staten, all of our house had Knotty Pine, and we got tired of it after a while, so we painted over it. And honestly, this technique really looks like that room. So if I can find any pictures of that room one of these days, I will have to do that. So it's just a fun technique, and every time you do it, it's a little bit different. So I will show you. I went a little lighter with what I had, what I'm working on. So I had to retape this because I was out of adhesive, and I didn't want to hem-haw around. So I will show you what I've done up to this point. So up to this point, the grass, as I was explaining, on your grass, you can't cut anything that's truly 12 by 12. So what I did with the grass is I overhung it, and I knew that this was going to be here, so I am setting that on top, and it's going to hide where I'm piecing my paper. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that, and I guess I need to show you the sketch that we're doing. And this is the sketch that you can use any Closetomyheart paper and follow the sketch, take a picture, and post it on my Joy Ani Scrappin' in My Own Private Idaho business page, and I will put you in a drawing. And we draw once a week, and actually I'm going to do a drawing very soon here from the previous week. So now I am placing my picture right here, and I did kind of put things over the top. Hopefully I'll be able to find everything. So this is this page in my hurry-scurry of, oops, and this is a digital file. My digital file is right up here like this. I am going to add, this one's kind of gnarled up, so I'm going to put it at the bottom where it will be covered up. So I want this to go all the way up to the top, so I am placing my picture over the part where it doesn't really match. And I'm going to show you one other thing I'm going to do. So we're going to take a trip down memory lane. I have been a Closetomyheart consultant for about 16 years. So I have a lot of stuff that's been around for a long time. So I'm going to show you this case. How many of you guys remember these cases? I am all about, at the last little bit, I have been all about the brads. So I'm going to put silver on here. I'm just adding a little bit of bling on here, and I'm going to take my paper piercer, and when you are adding brads to, what I didn't do when I first started scrapbooking, I would add brads and things to the layouts, but they kind of poke through my plastic stuff. So I'll show you how I'm going to avoid that. So I want to add a little bit of bling to this, and if I had my paper piercer, that would be great, but I'm not going to struggle to look for it. So I'm going to poke it through. Oops, that is not in the middle, but which is all I can still do it. So if you have paper piercer, they work great. So see how that adds, just, it's the little tiny things that add and make your layouts beautiful. So this is a digital file. It's an SVG file. Closetomyheart has SGV files for all of their regular collections. So each catalog, at this point we have, they've done it several ways, but right now we get a new catalog every 2 months. We're having a new one come out March 1st, and there's some fun stuff in that. So I'm going to set this on top. See how I'm not even concerned? See how there's a gap? I'm not concerned with that. I'm going to line it up with this, so I want it to be straight, but I'm going to put this, and my picture is going to go over at the top. So it's going to go like that. And so these are pictures of them. There we go. And I'm going to cover up that gnarled up one. And there we go. And then my title, let's go back to our sketch. My title is these. So I had a little punch, and if I can find it here, it says Farm Kids. So we can't have our tags naked. Naked. So we're going to put, I have, this is very old ribbon. This is probably 10 years old as well, but it matched perfectly. So I'm going to I like to know where I'm going to place them, and then I can commit to putting them down. And what's nice about this is I can set those up fairly easily because I have the lines in between. So let me tell you the dimensions of the paper. This paper is 7 on this side, and on the other side we'll have it 5 inches. The pictures are 6 by 4. This is a 3 by 4. And this is ribbon that's also very old. It's the old-fashioned, I can't remember but I had this in the 70s. We used to put this, like, if you got too tall, we put this, oh, it's rickrack ribbon. So you'd add rickrack to your jeans if they got too short, and then they lasted longer. So that is that first page. So easy peasy. So on the companion page of it, and I'm going to find some scissors, and I'll just tack this off. Remember, I'm overlapping. Okay, next side, same thing. So this was not this sketch did not have a double page, but I tend to be a double page scrapper, and I'm going to move it over just a little bit. I like my papers to line up, so I'll put it on the floor just so that I know that I'm not making them. And this is going to be super easy to do because of it has, the check is easy to line up with. I love it when things are checked and striped. Okay, so here we go here. I'm going to make sure that's lined up, and then I'm going to put my other, well, actually, I'm going to put this down first. I'm allowed to change my mind, right? Okay. And I'm going to add a little bit more bling. I'll show you how I do that. Paper. I sewed my rickrack ribbon down, and this is 5 inches. So the reason you don't want to do, like, I could have cut the gingham paper 6 by 6, but you don't want it to be super even, and this is going to hang off a little bit, and we're okay with that. So we're getting 6 pictures on this page, and if you don't want to do this sketch and you want to participate in the crop, there's a year-long challenge of the weather scrapbooking. You can do the theme of love, or you can use the paper pack of the month. The paper pack of the month is one that we decide on as a little community of scrapbookers. We pick a pack of the month. This month it is Sweet Memories. We will be voting this week on what paper pack we want to do. There are 2 new ones from the new catalog, so you'll get a sneak peek on that, maybe even later today if I get this totally done. So that is coming up. So there's lots of opportunities for us to scrap. So the pictures are, and I want this to overlap. The secret to good layouts is you want everything to overlap a little. But I might, because I'm putting, so this parentheses, this is also, so when I first started doing Close to My Heart, they had these things that called dimensional elements, and I have inked this in mist, and then I sponged around the edge with Harbour, and I'm going to put it right here. And so my title of this is Farm Kids, and I seem to have lost my K, but it's here somewhere, so I'm not too concerned. And I wanted to show you how I did. I think I must have lost that in the shuffle. But what I do with, well, we're not going to be able to find that, so I will just tell you. You don't want your tags to be naked. So this is just ribbon, and then I tied around a little bit of embossing embossing thread. And I'm just going to set this down so you can see the idea, but I will add that later. I do apologize for not having that, because when I ran out of adhesive in the middle of the first one and had to stop. And this will say Farm Kids. And I have some really cute pictures of these kiddos on the farm. So, alright, and then where is, oh, that's kind of funny. Okay, I'm going to put some more grass on here too. And So this is the layout. I will have still pictures so that you can see what the final product looks like. Oh, and I wanted to show you one other thing. So what I'm going to do with this, because so remember I told you what you do for one page. So I have these little silver, no, that's not silver, whatever color that is. Yeah, it's silver. You can't really see it in this light, but it's silver. I'm going to add doorknobs. So I have my paper piercer, and it's just great to use up these brads. And it's sitting on the page so that I don't have to worry about it digging into the page. So doesn't that just add a little something to it? And this is also from the Good Life digital collection. So I hope that you will like and subscribe to my channel. I'm still working on doing the whole editing thing. I did find another, I'm hoping another way to upload things so that I can edit them. I am determined. I am just really determined. I do not have an iPhone, and I have seriously considered having an iPhone because it is very difficult to do any of the editing. I am going to monkey around with this a little bit. I think I'm going to stick these down a little bit so that the grass is overlapping. I think I like that a little bit better. And maybe have it over like this, because you want your stuff to overlap a little bit. And then I'm going to move this down because otherwise, well, I'm going to leave that one there because it's lined up with that. Okay. So, and this goes this way. And I'm going to put my little ampersand, and I will show you the sketch again to show you that I really did follow it fairly closely. I am just going to very lightly, because I have pictures to go on this. I just need, yeah, I'm going to slide those under. I'm going to pick this up, and I will trim off all of my things. I'm going to look one more time for my K. Alright, so this is the two-page layout. So it's actually right now it says Farm Ids, but it will be Say Farm Kids. It's super easy, super fun. I hope you will try the technique where you can change the colors of these cardboard. You can either do that with sponging, or I also, with one of them, I traced it and then put paper over the top. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this sketch. I hope you will participate in our little challenge, and I will talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.